Okay, well, hello for our Steps for Success call. I think that's what it's officially called, right? Secret to Success, Keys to Success. My name is Joy, and I have been using Plexus products for 2.5 years and sharing almost the exact same amount of time. I wanted to start sharing after, well, actually, I couldn't stop sharing once I was 6 weeks in and just was blown away by what was how my body was responding. And just a little bit of my story was I'm a dietitian. I never thought I had an unhealthy gut, but I had stubborn weight. I had anxiety. I had hypoglycemia. And so 6 weeks in, I was experiencing life like it was supposed to be. And so, but what I did for those first 6 weeks is kind of, the tips we're going to be sharing on here. And also Plexus since then has added some great resources for you. And so thank you so much for your time to be here tonight, showing up on calls like this, talking to whoever has introduced you to the products. Being a part of our community is what's going to be the biggest factor on your success, because life is going to just throw things at you, and you need to have that reminder of why you're doing this. You need to have that you need to learn more about what these products do, how they help others, and for you to realize that your journey is unique, but also, important, and you're not alone. And so communicating, being part of the community, all that, those C's are going to make a huge difference for your success. And know that your body is going to respond differently than what your friend that introduced you to these products, what their results are going to be very different than yours possibly. And that's because your body is different, right? And so I'm just curious, with people who are on here, like, do you have your first order? Have you already started? Samantha, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Can you chime in? Are you able to?
Yes, I got my first order and I started it today. Um,
Fantastic.
so I'm
Yay.
kind of nervous about it. The
Yeah.
pink drink wasn't too bad. It tastes pretty floral.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I'm excited.
Good. Yes, and you're
I've
here.
been
Thank you so much. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, I went through a huge medical the last 4 years. So it's I'm so tired of taking pills, but I'm hoping these will push me in the right direction so I can get rid of all the other ones.
Yes, I love that so much. Yes. That is what, the more that you experience, people's stories, learn about people's stories, you will hear that that is a fantastic side effect. And, usually side effects have a bad rap, but we like to share that our side effects are that you end up, needing less prescriptions because your body gets back to working like it's supposed to. So, good job with starting your products right away. And with that a um, starting guide is available. And so if you don't have one, reach out to the person who helped you, or we have our customer chat groups as well that you can find them in there. But um, yeah, the main thing though is getting started. Don't just let them sit on your counter, which, a lot of people will do because it is kind of scary, just like you said. You're taking this stuff and you have hope, but also, you don't know what it's going to lead to. And so but the unknown stuff can be scary but also exciting. And so with that, I like to tell people when they're beginning to remember, or actually not just remember, but write down what you want. So exactly what you just shared, Samantha. You want to stop, the snowball effect of prescriptions that's be starting to pile up, right? And you want to decrease that. So write that down. Write down, then what will that lead to? What would you do more of if you didn't have to deal with whatever it is, that you're taking your pills for? Write that down. Then
Yeah,
write.
it's
Mhm.
one step at a time. I've started taking the product and I'm moving forward. I'm starting to move a little more. I've been pretty sedentary for the last 4 years. So I'm excited about getting back into motion
Mm-hmm. Yes.
because in my head, I don't feel lazy, but physically, I am lazy.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and you're not in a line right there, right? You want to be. And so that
Right.
is why this is so powerful. Is because your body is going to get back to working correctly. And then you're gonna we're not meant to be sedentary. We're not meant to sit around. And nature, wants us to be moving. And so and it's actually proven, there is a research that shows that a healthier microbiome, a healthier gut does lead to being more motivated to exercise. It's because it is a nice cycle of that, how everything's connected, and that when we move more, we have less stress in our body. The microbiome flourishes more because our body's not in a stressful state. So the good probiotics, those good bacteria, microbes that we want in our body, they actually have a better environment to live. And so then they flourish, and it like snowballs in a good way, right? So that is fantastic to
Yeah, I
hear that.
can't wait.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so but write it down, and because right now you're on day one. You're like, yes, yes, it's scary, but also you are starting it. And so, but later on,
Yes.
life is going to be throwing stuff at you. Like I said, that's why being tapped into whatever call you can hop on, tapped into our chats in our health and happiness group. I don't know if you're on there with Facebook. That is a great team group that we share tips that are working. We share product information and stories of, testimonials are even in there too. So if you're not able to hop on the calls, you can still continue to be tapped in with the health and happiness group. Okay. So if you're not in there, let us know if you need to be added. Okay.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. And then another thing that is a new resource since I have started is Plexus Go. Now, have you found that app and downloaded it?
I haven't, not yet.
Okay. So that's something, yep, that definitely want you to do. And the login is your login to your Plexus website as well. So
Okay.
if you already have your products, then your login should work. Sometimes there's a little bit of a delay for when people first order, for the system to put them in, and for Plexus Go app to have their info. Okay. So.
All right.
But you can
well, I appreciate it.
Yep. And you can find that in the App Store, or either one, Google Play or Apple. And what I love about Plexus Go is that it has, you'll get notifications on any deals that Plexus is having, but it also has a program that is new since I have started, and that's called Pivotal. And Pivotal is our workout and nutrition. I don't know what to call it. It's not an app on its own, but it's just a feature that you get as a VIP. So, is there a max dose on Ease per day? I, know people who take 12 a day, Amanda. So, I actually had a really scary, Samantha, just a really scary incident where I banged my head and heard my whole neck crack so loud. I was really terrified that I had done something, and I took 6 right then. And I usually take 6 a day as it is, 3 in the morning and 3 at night. And so, yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. And when you have something really acute and you need to, just like if it was a narcotic, they don't work the same, but you want to get ahead of the pain, right? You don't want to end up falling behind. And so that's where what you need to do with Ease. But Ease, luckily, it works in so many more pathways of calming inflammation down, that it actually turmeric itself works in 70 different pathways to calm inflammation. So yes. So yeah, Samantha, if you don't have Ease, but you deal with aches and pains, or you just know that your body's dealing with some angriness, Ease is fantastic stuff. It's all I have taken for pain in the 2.5 years, and I've even had a pregnancy, gave birth to a baby. I just take Ease for anything.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just got done with surgery and I'm still dealing with lymphedema. They removed 3 lymph nodes. So
Mhm.
that's a huge, I got prescriptions for painkillers and yeah, I've got 3 bottles of these, definitely.
Okay, good, good, yeah, because all, those narcotics, they're just going to numb your whole system, and they actually cause constipation because they numb your gut. It's, yeah, if you can, I mean, they,
Yes.
I believe, trust me, when, surgery and all that, like, they serve a purpose, but ease will help you so much more if you can, wean off it and get on ease fully. Yeah. And you can take a lot.
Well, I'm
So
off the medication and I
great.
only take them when I overdo it.
Yeah. Well,
So
now take
if I
these
can
when you
take the
overdose.
ease, that'd be so much better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and don't even, and you don't have to wait to be in pain. Like I said, it's not going to harm you. So if you just worry that maybe you overdid it, go ahead and be proactive and take a few. Okay.
Perfect.
I
Yeah.
take it daily just because for inflammation and just how great it feels, but I was just making sure I could take a lot more. I'm just in a
Yep.
lot of pain. So I'm like handfulling it and I was like, I'm gonna double check while I'm on.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I did that mega dose and all that. And then all that was residual was just like a little stiffness, but I did not have any pain in my neck. And I did the ease cream on it too. So,
Oh yeah,
which a lot of
definitely
people
using
like.
that. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take it with my sweet tea right now.
Very nice. Okay, so we talked about you're keeping your goals in front of you, staying connected with the community, the Plexus Go app, and also about perk points. Has it perk points? I don't know if you've learned about those yet, Samantha, but perk points is another feature benefit of being a VIP customer, and that is kind of like our rewards program, where if you're consistent with the products and using a subscription. So a lot of people think, oh, so that subscriptions are required as a VIP. They're not required, but people are more consistent when they use a subscription. They have more success when they use a subscription because you end up not running out. And believe me, I've ran out a few times. Even though I have a subscription, I've ran out and of things here and there in the 2.5 years, and you notice it. That's for sure. At least it's nice to get that reminder of like, oh yeah, this stuff is making a difference. But the subscription, if it has 100 PV minimum and runs every month, then, or not every month, but if you have a subscription of at least 100 PV, you will have perk points earned on that, and you will save your perk points or bank them as long as that subscription is there. Now, the subscription doesn't have to run every month. But again, if you're going to have the most success, being consistent on your products is required. We like to make the joke that it's like birth control. If you don't take it consistently, it doesn't work. So, and so that's one way, the company has set up to really encourage people to, be consistent on their products by giving them rewards. And so with your perk points, as they accumulate, you can use them to get products for free. So with those perk points, you redeem them.
Perfect.
Yeah, you redeem them and you put, it's kind of like you go into a whole new shopping center of when you're logged in, and it says, tells you how many perk points you have, and then you shop through the different point ranges. Like, for example, the beginning range I think is starting at 250 to 300, and in that shopping range. So if you have, say you have 270 perk points, you can go in there and click a few packets of active are in that price range, and every quarter they do a product of the season, and it's one that they kind of put on sale with your perk points. So not this quarter right now, greens are the ones that are on sale, but they're not in that price range of perk points. But during the previous quarter, Mega X was the product of the season, and we could get it for 250 perk points when normally it would be 350 perk points. So
Well,
and again,
I'll need to download the app and get in there.
yeah, And so, and if your subscription, depending on how much is on your subscription, will determine how many perk points you earn each time it runs. So, and again, we're happy to help you ask questions with the person who shared Plexus with you, or even in, in the chats or in the health and happiness group. Don't hesitate to ask questions. And that's, again, like, the more you're connected, the more like, we want you to ask questions. We want you to be confident in your products, how to use them, confident in the support that you're going to get. And so don't ever worry about asking too many questions. I tell people, the same thing. I want you to be comfortable with it and not wonder if you're doing it right. Ask, okay? Double check. That's okay. So
Absolutely. I appreciate it.
Yep. And okay, so perk points, Plexus Go. Oh, Pivotal is a 12-week program that you don't have to feel like, if you end up signing up for it and you sign up for it in Plexus Go, it's not like you're gonna be in some kind of trouble, if you're not able to follow it exactly. It is a tool that is there just to give you some movement ideas. And what I love about it is they're super simple workouts. They will tell you how to modify it, and it ends up being, this part I always forget, 4 or 5. I think maybe it's always 5 little exercises. I haven't done it in a while. So, but, and it's just 3 exercises, 3 workouts a week. And they are made to, build up on each other, but also they always give you the modifications, examples. And I do them in my bedroom when I've done them. And it usually takes, 15 to 20 minutes. And that's what I love about it, is just like, I have a 10-month-old. Like I said, I was pregnant, or had been using Plexus through pregnancy. And so I have a 10-month-old, and, finding that time to get a good workout in is hard, but I can always just work out, get a quick 15-minute workout in with Pivotal. And if, you're not ready yet just for the movement part, the nutrition part, that is in Pivotal, is super helpful. They give you meals to go along with that 12-week program as well, and shopping lists and recipes. So, it's I was so excited when they came out with this, especially as a dietitian, because we do encourage, tell people, like, this is just Plexus, the supplements, getting your gut healthy is just one part of overall wellness. And now, then Plexus created Pivotal for us to not have to, recreate the wheel, or not have to be dietitians. I'm a dietitian, so I got super excited about that. But the person who shared with you, I'm sure isn't. And I'm pretty confident to say that, because I'm pretty sure I'm the only dietitian, on our team that's sharing. I have dietitians that also use the product with me, but yeah. So, and that's what's great about it. Like, Plexus gives you the resources, so you don't have to be the expert. You're not a healthcare professional. And when I'm sharing with people, I'm not their dietitian that they've hired. I'm sharing what's worked for me. And also I can explain the science of it, but that's just what I like to do. But you don't have to do that. Plexus does it all for you. And on Plexus Go, they have a resource section where you can see, informational videos on the different products, and also just share them with people. So they have the doctors, they have the research scientists, they have their own dietitian that shares on all the different products there in the Plexus Go app. Okay. So, and with that, we never want the cost of the supplements to get in the way of your health. So Plexus has the best compensation plan for you, just sharing with a few friends and then building it up very quickly to where it just covers your cost. Now, if you want to continue that and continue to grow the business, that's always an option. But just sharing with a few friends, because of the compensation plan being so good, gets your products covered. And that's what I love about it. Like, because of my past experiences with other network marketing companies, I that's what kept me from getting started. And because I thought, I'm like, oh, it's going to be some kind of thing that I just end up, you know, just losing money. Like and even on the sharing part, like when I was asked like if I would share my results, I was just didn't I was just so burned from past experiences. I was like, nope, I don't want to share. And then finally I was feeling so good. I was like, other people need to know this, so many things were healed. I finally got out of my own way and said, I just have to I have to help other people. And I just totally lost my brain where I was going with that. But I guess it was more just about the compensation plan. Like, you don't have to keep, there's no like quota that you have to keep doing, and you don't have to keep adding people to just have your products covered. And so, but the neat thing is that when you're getting paid by this company to cover the cost of your supplements, it just makes life better. And that's why we call it, it's health and happiness. And so if at all that, that you feel like that the cost could get in the way, we want to address that right now. And because when you are getting started, when you are excited, that's when other people want to be curious about what you're doing and will join you. And you're going to have more success when you are doing it with your friends. And you're going to have definitely more success and more consistency when Plexus covers it, right? And so that's why the referral program is phenomenal. 3 people gets you a $200 bonus plus the commissions, and it ends up being about $300 with 3 people. And then right now they're giving away a Plexus, or excuse me, not Plexus, an Apple Watch. I'm sure it'll say Plexus somewhere on it, but an Apple Watch when you share with 6 people, and that ends up being about $450. And so, like I said, they have it worked out where they want you to not be stressed about the cost of the supplements. Share it with some friends. Your cost is covered. And so again, the person who introduced you to the products will help you with that. We'll help you with that in the chats, in the health and happiness group. And Plexus Go app has all the resources there too on how to share. So, and like I said, it's not like a requirement that you have to build a business like some of us are doing. You can do it at your own pace and your own way. What questions do you have? All right. Well,
Sorry, I'm trying to navigate my phone.
Yeah, no,
I don't
it's
have
fine.
any questions yet, but I am getting started and I'm going to see how the results are. And then I have a friend I'd like to share it with, but I'd like to see if it helps before I have her start it. She has a medical issue and the doctors don't know what it is yet. So we're
Oh,
kind of hoping for a diagnosis first.
yes. Yes. And
Yeah.
I totally understand that when it's just that things are up in the air and so many unknowns are going on with somebody, and how she's feeling. And just start inviting her to get a feel for the community. Like, even if she's not ready to start yet, she is always welcome to pop on our calls. We do a gut health community call every Monday night.
I will.
Yeah, every Monday night at 7.
Awesome.
And it's educational. It gets this Monday I talked about just the gut brain axis more, and then the previous week our friend Elise, she talked about, well, she actually had her friend share about so many tips on de-stressing your body, like how to bring down the modern day stresses, and like things like doing cold plunges, red light therapy. So it's not like we get on there and we just talk about plexus. We share tips on how to just help ourselves be better, and be more well in life. So,
Yeah, that'd be great. I'll
yeah.
definitely let her know and forward it to her.
Yes. And just tell her it's a weekly thing. That's just learning more about health. And also, I was the same way. I was like, I'm not going to share. I'm just going to see if it's going to work for me. And a big thing is, that I needed reminding of is that my body is very different than other people's. Like, so, like Michelle, she got started, or even Amanda, but yeah, Michelle, she got started. She had problems putting on weight. So that's very different than me. I started because I wanted to lose weight. And I just told myself, like, well, this is something I haven't tried yet. I guess I'll give it a try. But, two very different situations, and the products helped us. And so that's where, if your friend can hop on the calls and hear other people's stories, because they're going to be, you were on, the call we did started at 5:30. Those people probably were different than your story, right? And
Absolutely.
yeah. So, but I love that you are already thinking of somebody, and that's the thing. It's more weird to not share something that helps others than to share it, right? If you think about it, like if you know something is helpful, why wouldn't, it's weird not to share it, because we share things. That's how we are, creatures that gather together and thrive when we are working together and helping each other out and sharing what we love. So, and you are here.
Yeah, and her and I are complete opposites. I need to lose weight, and she has a little tiny thing, but
Yeah.
maybe this one part of her life may help snowball into healthier in other parts.
Yep, exactly. Because the gut is the foundation of our health. And, Hippocrates, 1,000 years ago, hundreds, maybe not 1,000. I need to know exactly how long ago Hippocrates was. But many hundreds of years ago, that all diseases start in the gut. And the science is just showing more and more that it needs give it the attention that it deserves.
Well, it's like our skin. It's an open. Your digestive system is an open external organ, because what you consume goes through your body completely.
Exactly. That's what we're made of. Is what we have consumed. Yep. I love it that you know that. So thank you so much for your time. That is,
Thank you so much.
Yep. And I hope we see you on Monday at 7:00. Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yes, it is the same Zoom link. So I don't know if you know this. Here's a fun little tip. When you go into Zoom and you hit the join, it will come up with the place for you to enter in the meeting number. But if you hit the arrow, it'll show a history of all your past meetings, and you can just click on Health Community right there. The same.
Awesome. That will help a lot.
It does. Oh my gosh. We just, Deadrian, who's on here, showed us that tip I learned back in October. And I'm like, wow, game changer right there.
Good tip, Joy. Good tip.
Yes. So everybody needs to know that hack. And so, and then you just type in the code word pink and you're in our Zooms every time. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a great evening. Bye-bye.